from past to present in this episode of Jace and Jessica. What, that shopping fiasco, what the heck actually did happen? We met a Karen. Let's keep going with what happened in the past, in this present, I guess. Good, I managed to pad out the intro.
I think this whole quarantine situation has officially gotten to the point where Ashley and Nathaniel can't take it anymore.
You're not serious, are you?
Jace, I'm as serious as I can be, and the situation with our living room TV just makes things a bit worse.
Well, Jessica, I hate to be that guy, but I highly doubt it's that bad.
Oh really? You try spending time with those two while watching TV. 1 minute they love each other, and then next thing you know, they're fighting over the remote.
You know, many years ago I faced similar situations with my younger sisters. My parents soon figured out that putting on some good old Tom and Jerry would help stop the arguing, and it did.
Yeah, because they're going to beat the shit out of each other that way.
I don't think that's going to work with my siblings the same way it did with yours.
Not with that attitude.
You never know. Sometimes you can't beat original cartoon classics.
That they just don't make anymore, because we're not allowed to have good cartoons.
That was the first show they tried, but the reruns eventually got boring, despite the show's complex amounts of humor.
Well, then I'm out of ideas. I mean, you could always try Paw Patrol, unless Ashley and Nathaniel got bored with that show too.
Oh, I'm sure they haven't, but I'll come up with something just in case.
I just had my brother watch Scooby-Doo. I got stuck with it for so long. Just be like, fuck it, Scooby-Doo. There you go.
Right. Later, Jessica.
That can't get on my nerves.
For me.
Will do. Bye, Jace.
Well, that's just great. I've tried Jason, Heather, Amber, Nicole, Kylie, Stephanie, Jerome, Joey, AJ, Carly, and even Jessica, but they're all either stuck indoors because of quarantine, or they're busy with something else. It's really unfortunate too, that the woman that I love isn't available today either. Although on the other hand, I've been hanging out with Jess almost every day for the past couple weeks.
It's like you've been dating her or something.
Well, now what am I supposed to do? Maybe some fresh air to help clear my head will do me some good.
Go for a walk, yeah.
I think I'll take a walk.
I just realized that on that list, you know a lot of people with the first name of J.
This really sucks. If it wasn't for this stupid coronavirus COVID-19 shit, things around here in Tyndale Valley would be just like how they're supposed to be. I mean, not one single case has been reported in town in the last couple months. Although now that I think about it more clearly, Tyndale Valley is within driving distance of popular California cities like San Francisco, where the virus has gotten really bad in terms of cases, and sadly, deaths. So I suppose I
you're a small county, yeah.
Still being so extremely cautious, and with summer just around the corner, who knows what's going to happen. A day doesn't go by when I think about not being able to hang out and spend time with the friends that I've gotten to know over time.
Look at that epic
Honestly,
background.
I think they're all some of the greatest friends I could ever ask for. I would never want to replace the times that I've spent with them for anything else.
Except that James guy, because his name was not on the list.
So much, since day one.
Unless I missed it.
But if I know my friends like I think I do, they'd all tell me not to lose hope, to not worry so much, to keep moving forward, and remember that this community is one of the strongest ever seen, and that we'll all pull.
It's about every community.
Kind of strange when I put it like that. But hey, it's as truthful as it can possibly be.
Which means not very truthful.
Man, it sure is peaceful in a place like this. Might as well enjoy it.
Kind of terrifying for a park to be peaceful.
Spending countless days indoors rather than be outside.
At least for me.
Like my dad says nowadays, even if you're quarantined, fresh air is always good for the soul.
It's so crazy how things change when you're having fun. I sure do miss the good old days. We've come a long way since.
Exactly. Just take a look at me. I look damn good, and plus a whole lot hotter. I have so many takers lining up.
Huh. That's a real good one, Amberlynn.
This is exactly how
What
women
kind of
talk.
guy would want to go for you?
I wouldn't
You
know.
haven't exactly gained the popular status you so rightfully deserve. Not even once, since the three of us moved here.
I swear, Julia, you always get on my nerves. By thinking that you know everything, do you ever get tired of that?
Easy, Amberlynn. Juliet's just messing around with you, and we both know that.
I wasn't expecting her to get this mad at me.
Oh, I'm sure she'll come around eventually. My mom and dad don't take kindly to Amberlynn's behavior. This behavior in particular.
So tell me, other me, has anything interesting happened lately, since the last time I saw you two?
Well, about a week ago or so, I had an interesting run-in to say the least. I ran into Heather Campbell.
The Heather Campbell? From Gratitude?
Done.
Wow, that's awesome. What was it like meeting someone like Heather?
I was very excited to meet her. Although we did find it strange that we have some resemblance between one another.
Yeah, the two of them look like they could be twins.
I can definitely
It's like
see that
Beyond has limited
resemblance for
character
sure.
models.
Which now has me thinking. Amberlynn, do you think there's possibly anyone here in town that resembles us too?
Honestly, I don't even want to think about that. Though if I did, I'd probably feel the same way as Heatherly.
Give her pigtails
Yeah,
and she could
I'm
be
with you
Wendy
there.
from
I
Wendy's.
probably feel excited and a little creeped out at the same time.
If we're done talking about people that resemble us in some way, I'd like to bring up something that just caught my eye.
And what would that be?
Look over there, on that bench.
Chilling out with my crew at
Is
the
it just me,
schoolyard.
or do I feel like I've seen that guy somewhere before? He kind of reminds me of someone.
No, that couldn't be. I think it is. Call me crazy, but I think that's Jace Hubbard sitting
Given
on
what
that
Jessica
bench
promised
over
him
there.
yesterday, I know exactly
Are
what
you
he's zoning
serious?
out into. At least I
Really?
assume that the
That's Jake
jogging
Pepper.
episode took place
Same
yesterday.
Jake Pepper we've known since 2016.
Yeah, the blonde hair, the green jacket, the dark blue pants.
Good thing he never
I
changes
have
his
no doubt in my
clothes.
mind that that's him. Wow, and here we all are, thinking that we'd never see Jace again, especially after he moved away. We should go up and say hi to him.
Do you think Jace will even recognize us?
Of course, he will silly. I highly doubt that Jace would forget about 3 of his closest friends.
And if he doesn't remember
Even though
us,
you changed
well,
shockingly,
we can
apparently.
always have one of us touch him in his little special place.
Ah,
I forgot that I always enjoy doing that. It's so satisfying.
please let me just have a
Those
dirty
California
mind.
skies are sure a sight to see. I should do this more often.
I like how Tyndale Valley is in. Can we? I'll
I
save
wonder
it.
if anyone else I know enjoys clear sunny days like this.
Sunny days,
Well,
sweeping
why
the
don't
clouds
you ask me,
away.
for example, Jace. I enjoy the clear sunny skies a whole lot too.
Really? That's cool, Juliet. Man, it's a
Instantly
different step.
recognizes them. Wait a minute.
What? Hold on. Wait just a minute.
Did you miss us, Jace? It's been so long.
What the fuck? Brrr. Processing, scanning, bailing. I want to just like a little like clock sound, like doo doo, like the Jeopardy sound, like da na 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 na. To just say what I was saying at the there that I said it off. I just like the fact that Tyndale Valley is located in California. Jace is from I think Minnesota, and I'm from Massachusetts. We are both of us neither in California, but we're acting like we're from California. Well, technically, you're acting like your characters take place in California, and I'm watching a series about a guy from Minnesota making a series that takes place in California. Not as weird as my freaking Hungarian Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but it is funny to think of in concept. Alright, that's it. Later.